Back in the late 2000s, Ubisoft settled on a very successful game style format which would be used time and again to quickly and effortlessly create huge AAA titles and bring them to market quickly. The downside of this, and if you've played Assassin's Creed, Far Cry or any of the AAA first-person action titles that they've released in the last 10 years, they do all feel rather similar. So when I heard that they were bringing Avatar under their wing, I had mixed feelings. On one hand, I knew it would be stunningly gorgeous to look at, and I was sure that it would run extremely well on a half-decent PC. But on the other hand, I was concerned that it would again feel samey, as if I was just playing Far Cry with a skin mod. Well, thankfully, Ubisoft have, I think, produced their best work for some considerable time. And whilst it is true that the base format of the game is almost exactly the same as Far Cry and all the others, it does actually feel totally unique. In part, I'm sure that's due to the fantastic creations behind the Avatar movies themselves. So for this game to be successful, it was essential that it looked right, that it sounded right, and that it felt right as well. And for me, Ubisoft have scored near maximum points in all three of these areas. It really does look spectacular. The audio is great, and when combined with vibration feedback on a controller, now I highly recommend that you keyboard and mouse players at least try this out once. It really genuinely delivers an immersive experience that I have rarely experienced in such a title. And as for the feel, well, I instantly felt taller than I ever have, and the effortless and seamless way that you can run, jump and transition really made me feel otherworldly and Avatar-like. Now, whilst the two movies were, in my humble opinion, pretty graphic, Avatar Frontiers of Pandora does seem to have reduced the blood, guts and gore to an absolute minimum. And as such, I am happy for my youngest daughter, who is 11, to play it. If for no other reason than the fact that she will be transformed and mesmerised by all of the crafting, cooking, flying and exploring that she can do. And in actuality, she probably won't even care too much about completing the storyline.
That's better, isn't it?
Speaking of exploration and storylines though, the map is enormous. That means enormous in both width and height. So completing the entire story will, I think, take some time. And with ever-increasing enemy strength, it can, especially if you choose not to upgrade all of your weapons, take you a very decent long time to complete. There are a lot of cutscenes to help progress the story. Some are quite meaty and a little difficult to digest, but it does progress at a reasonable rate, and there are an astonishing, somewhat distracting number of side quests and opportunities for you to explore as well. This allows you to expand and improve your character's abilities, equipment, and understanding.
To survive on Pandora, you must learn to move like the waves, to leap and to ride, to flow with the same energy. Take this gift of flow, child, and live.
At the start of a new game, there is the option to set the combat strength and waypoint finding difficulty. Now, even on easy with the blue haze to help direct me, I still struggled to figure out where I was going at first. Those who play a lot of Ubisoft games will probably find this a lot easier than I did. Character creation is limited at best and weakly shies away from male and female definitions, but actually it's such a small and irrelevant part of the game that it's quickly forgotten.
You helped me before, I'll help you now.
You helped me before. I'll help. You helped me before. You helped me before. I'll help you now.
Now, I'm not an avid Avatar fan by any means, but I could not help but get completely swept up in the game and really felt like I had been teleported to a jungle on another planet where literally everything was trying to kill you. The learning curve is a little steep at first, and just like in a real jungle, you can barely see a path that is right in front of you because there is so much distracting you, both visually and audibly. But the more that I played, the more I started to become familiar with my surroundings. I was able to identify plants and wildlife and know when, how and where to best utilise them to benefit me. The combat itself is also decent. It seems to align well with the movies, and at the very least, it gets the blood pumping. Now, Ubisoft games are expensive, but on this occasion I can categorically state that this was money well spent. If you're a massive Avatar fan, I expect you already own this game. If you like Avatar but you're somewhat more relaxed about it like I am, then I highly recommend you watch some of my gameplay footage and see if it's something that you could get excited about. If you hate Avatar, honestly, there's still a chance you might like this game just because it is so well put together. If you've never heard of Avatar, which is slightly unlikely, then again I just recommend that you watch some gameplay on 𝐃𝐨𝐬𝐿TIMATE_REALISM and see if it can capture you the same way that it has me. If I could finish this review by asking you to hit the like button and leave a comment below, there is one more thing I'd like to say. I bought this game as a Christmas present for my daughter, but I've enjoyed playing it so much, and I was playing it primarily to make sure that it was suitable for her age group. I am now seriously considering buying a second copy for me so that she and I can play it together. It really is that good, and for parents and children, you know, if you are both gamers and you want to play a game together, this is definitely something that you could get your teeth into. It's such a good, immersive, clean experience. I have barely anything negative to say about it. I have to be proactively looking for negatives, so that if there's one thing I would complain about, is that the water effects for me are not quite as good as they could be. Sometimes it just looks like a shiny sheen of oil or something like that, and not really like water. But that's me being incredibly picky, and honestly it doesn't detract from the game at all. It's such a wonderful experience. I've really enjoyed playing it, and I'm even considering buying the DLCs. Now, for an Ubisoft game, that's something I haven't done for a very, very long time. Definitely recommend this one. Check out the gameplay over on 𝐃𝐨𝐬𝐿TIMATE_REALISM and let me know in the comments section below what you think about this game. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Goodbye for now. Oh crap. Never ending, isn't it? No matter what you do, someone's trying to kill you in this game. Whew, that was intense, to say the very least.